Greetings, soccer lovers. This is Coach D here from 4D Soccer, and today we're gonna continue the game analysis with all these amazing competitions going on. Euro, Copa America, Olympics is gonna start soon. We're gonna have the World Cup Club FIFA here in the United States, and also the World Cup in 2026. So a lot of nice events coming up for the soccer lovers. Greatest time ever. You can watch the Euro games in the morning here in California at 9 a.m. at 12, and then the Copa America games come in the afternoon. So amazing. So today, guys, we're gonna be analyzing Brazil versus Colombia, group stage D, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, Northern California. The attendance was 70,971. Alright guys, let's jump right in for the formations. So Brazil, a 4-2-3-1, Dorival Jr. is the coach, not much changes, right? Line of 4 in the back, Bruno Guimarães and João Gomes as the 6 and 8, Paquetá 10, Raphinha playing as a right winger 7, Vini Jr. as 11 as a left winger, and Rodrigo playing as a false 9 on top. I record a video just talking about the ideal Brazil lineup to me. I would start with Hendrick as a center forward, the 9. Maybe Rodrigo as a 10. Savinho or open Rodrigo as a 10 as a 7 on the right. Paquetá and Vini Jr. or Hendrick, Rodrigo and Vini Jr. or Rodrigo, Vini Jr., Savinho and Hendrick. In the midfield as well, Bruno Guimarães and João Gomes could be Bruno Guimarães and Andres Pereira, or Douglas Luiz and Andres Pereira. So there's a few variations that we could use in there. But anyways, Dorival has his options and we go with that. Colombia, 4-3-3 on top, Luis Diaz plays for Liverpool, left winger, Cordoba's 9, and James Rodriguez, number 10, play on the right wing, but also he fluctuates a lot inside and between the lines. Great player, right? Has his stop of his career in the World Cup in 2014, scored a lot of goals for Colombia, beautiful goals, and then while he jumped himself to Europe. So, players to watch. Brazil, Raphinha was the man of the match. 7.8 score on the Sofascore. In Colombia, James Rodriguez 8.1 on the Sofascore was the top score from Colombia. That was the both men of the match for both teams. Recent history. In the World Cup in 2014, Brazil eliminated Colombia in the PKs after a draw. On that game, Neymar got injured with a knee in his back, right, by Zuneda, something like that, the name of the guy. And he almost got disability. If he was like a few inches to the inside, he would be walking. So was a serious injury, scared all Brazilians. So we start for the Copa America for Brazil and Colombia. Brazil has advantage in the previous games. Brazil won 8 of the 11 games and losing 2 and 1 draw. That's pretty much the statistics from Copa America. First half, guys. Game started very intense. Both teams looking for attack, very physical, not much ball rolling, a lot of fouls, right? Traditional for a couple South America team, especially Colombia is very physical. They're stronger, they're faster. So Brazil controlled their actions in possession, playing Colombia's half most of the time, but Colombia brought more danger, in my opinion. Okay, so Colombia, James Rodriguez find a free kick and hit the post right off the bat. Vini Jr. got booked with a yellow card and he's not going to play the round of 16 knockout stage on the quarterfinals, excuse me. So that was a big loss for Brazil for the next game, right? Vini has been one of the top players in Brazil. He didn't play very well today, but we had a free kick to Brazil, a little closer from the box. Raphinha find a great shot, top beam, score 1-0. I don't even remember the last time Brazil scored a free kick. Probably was Neymar years ago. So we don't have these specialists in free kicks anymore, right? The physiologists, the doctors, they don't allow the players after practice free kicks, right? Back in the day, they used to practice 40, 50, 80 free kicks after practice. But the physicality nowadays doesn't allow anymore. They need to control the weight or what they put into the practice. So after the goal, Brazil slowed down a little bit. And a few disagreements, right? Latinos always try to get in their minds, a lot of pushing, and start pushing with one of the players there. We call that catimba, which is a mental game, right? That's always going to happen. Brazil, Argentina, Brazil, and Colombia, Uruguay, all these Latino culture trying to get in the other team's head. So that's part of the traditions. So Colombia controlled more defensive actions and possession, and Brazil was trying to quick transitions with Rodrigo and Vini, but didn't bring much danger either. So second half, even game in terms of stats. Brazil had a little bit more possession. Brazil didn't bring that much danger to Colombia, in my opinion. They bring the ball. We bring the ball to the attacking third, but not much shots on target at all. We keep rotating the ball and not finishing shooting, which drive me nuts, right? It looks like they Spain back in the day with Barcelona from Guardiola. They have a lot of quality. They could do that. But now when we have an open shot, in my opinion, we need to take it, right? We are rotating the ball, not taking the shots. So Colombia had a clear chance face-to-face, almost inside of the 6-yard box and finished above crossbar. Thanks God. So close call. That would be a disaster. Colombia was very composed, controlling the actions and getting on Brazil's minds all the time, right? James Rodriguez was the best player to me in the field by Colombia by far. From Brazil, Raphinha, as I said, Vini didn't play well at all. Vini Jr. Rodrigo had a lot of movement and mobility, but Colombia defensive system was very solid and defend very, very well aerial balls, right? So overall, Colombia was better, in my opinion. Brazil had more possession, 51 versus 49%, but Colombia brought much more danger to Brazil. The expected goals, 0.31 to Brazil, 1.17 to Colombia. Big chances, 3 to Colombia, 0 to Brazil. Shots, 13 to Colombia, 7 to Brazil. Goalkeeper saves, 5 for Brazil and 2 for Colombia. Shots on target, 6 to Brazil and 3 to Colombia, right? Wasn't then good, right? We were trying to win this game to avoid had to play against Uruguay, which is the first one for the another group. If we win that game, we play against Panama, and Colombia we play against Uruguay, right? But unfortunately, we couldn't do that. In terms of the stats, Colombia was better in most of them. Goalkeeper saves, as I said. Shots on target, 6 to Colombia and only 3 to Brazil. So I think Brazil should be a little bit more aggressive. Maybe he could do the subs a little different. We're going to talk about that right now. So Andres Pereira and Lucas Paquetá. I wouldn't do that. I think Paquetá once was sub off. We lost a lot of creativity on the midfield. I would put Andres Pereira and João Gomes as an 8 and create more volume and push Colombia a little bit back, right? Ederson on João Gomes. I personally would put Douglas Luiz on João Gomes and not Ederson. Douglas Luiz ended up getting on Bruno Guimarães. Fair sub, same characteristics. Hendrick on Wendell at 86 minutes. Seriously? Like, we need to win the game. The kid's hunger, right? He got in, scored against Spain. Got in, scored against England. The kid wants to show he's younger, he's faster. Yamal is playing for Spain as a starting lineup with 16 years old. Why not he can't start? So, I don't know. I'm losing my patience a little bit with Dorival. Putting him at 86 minutes is really hard to pick up your pace. And, so he tried, but too late, right? The game was 1-1. So if we draw or lose, wouldn't change, right? But we need to win. So why not make the change earlier, right? Before 60 minutes, 70 minutes. Start with the kid. Why not? He's trying his best. He's scoring goals, right? So, anyways, Dorival, you know, the Brazil jersey is the heaviest national team jersey out, right? Since 1950s. It's the only team that participates in all the World Cups. It's the only national team with 5 world champions, 5 World Cup titles, right? Yeah, we haven't been doing a great phase lately in the last World Cups. Last title was in 2002. There's a reason for that, and we're going to record another video talking about this. But we deserve a top shelf coach. What I mean with that, Klopp, Ancelotti, Guardiola, Mourinho, any top coach for the international, that's what Brazil deserves, right? I'm not nationalist. I don't think there should be a Brazilian there. If we have a coach that foreign, it is a good coach, understand the Brazil culture, understand the Brazil play like Ancelotti, why not? They tried to bring Ancelotti before and took forever. Like, Brazilian Confederation of Soccer is a mess. Let me tell you the truth. Okay, they are interesting to jump this responsibility because of the pressure. So I don't think these coaches want this pressure for themselves. Culturally, in Brazil, if you win, it's all good. Not only in Brazil, right? But if you don't win, and don't play amazing soccer, the local press, there's a lot of politics influence, and looks like, they cheer against Brazil. I'm not joking, okay? In the last World Cup was a percentage of the press and the Brazilians that was cheering to Argentina because of Messi. So you imagine a nation that the biggest rival is Argentina, you're gonna cheer for them because of one player. So they claim that the Confederation Brazil of Soccer pushed the fans away with everything that they did. I don't know. As a Brazilian, to me, it's impossible to cheer for Argentina. I'm always going to support Brazil. To me, it's absurd, but it's hard to believe, right? But it's a mess and everything. The Confederation Brazil of Soccer is a mess, and that reflects on the field, right? Just for you guys to have an idea, all the past presidents for the Confederation Brazil of Soccer are either in jail or in trial for accusations of corruption, money laundering, and all this kind of stuff. So when the ball is getting in the back of the net, no one cares, unfortunately. But when the ball is not getting in the back of the net, that's the case on these last 20 years, it's time to rethink everything, reconstruct the Brazilian Confederation of Soccer from the ground up. That's my opinion. So if you like this subject, there's a very good book to read called Go, The Ball Doesn't Go In by Chance. Management Ideas from a World Cup, World of Football by Ferran Soriano. It's a great reading. I read this book, and now I clearly understand why Brazil is not doing well. It's not just inside the field, it's everything around it. It's all connected, right? But we recorded another video about that, guys. So please drop a comment. Tell me what you think about the Brazil coach of the subs. And by the way, I forgot to mention, was a clear penalty on Vinicius Jr. I watched the image, was very, very clean. The VAR didn't ask for the ref to check it out. Another absurd mistake. Yesterday, the referee of USA and Uruguay was absolutely ridiculous. So CONMEBOL is not that different from CB, Confederation Brazil of Soccer, right? Not prepare referees, not prepare VAR operations, a lot of mistakes affecting results, and that's unacceptable. That's the truth. Please let me know what you think. Drop a comment below. Please like this video if you like the content, so the algorithm is spread out the world. If you're in YouTube, subscribe for the channel, hit the bell, and then you receive notifications all the time we upload a new video. Sounds good? See you guys in the field. Now Brazil is going to play against Uruguay on the quarterfinals. One of the hardest jobs for Brazil until now. Stay tuned. Cheers.